Hello everyone, and welcome to event 10 of the PMA Marble Championship here with the Stream Pursuit, a very unique event. I'll have to explain how this event works. So 4 marbles on each team will go down this track, crash into the boat and get a time. The time is set by the last marble to cross the line, and that will be their base score. Then the distance that they push the boat in centimeters, they double it and take it away from the time. And any DNF is a 0.5 second penalty. You saw the example run there for the blade smelters. No idea how good that's going to be. And we'll have to see. Who's the first one up? It's Pallet Patrollers, because we're going in reverse championship order. They seem to always be going first in reverse championship order events. And they have one cross the line. They somehow got one into the boat. But I don't know how good that's going to be. We'll have to see how it stacks up to everyone. And the Pallet Patrollers will get a 5.01 provisional first, but they are the only team who've gone so far, so we'll have to see how good that is. But I don't think 3 DNFs is going to help them at all. Now with the Palm Coast, they are away. And not a great push, but they have everyone go to the finish line, and it looked pretty decent time-wise. We'll have to see what that is. Ooh, it's going to be, we'll have to wait until the slow-mo replay finishes. It is a 4.18. That's almost a second ahead of the Pallet Patrollers. Either the Palm Coast set a blazing time, or the Pallet Patrollers are having another stinker of an event. Now the Honey Bears, they're away now, and they get a pretty solid push, but they end up getting one stuck. Yeah, I think that's like a 20. I have to see. They're going down. They gave it a strong enough push, but what's their final score going to be? A 4.51, that's provisional second. That, if they didn't have that DNF, they would have taken first place, but then again, the time would have been slower, so I don't know how close it would have been. Gear Grinders, they're away now, and not the fastest of runs, a decent push, but that could have been better from the Gear Grinders. They launched a marble down there, but it's not about the fastest marble, it's about the slowest. That crosses the line, of course. But that is going to be a 4.80 provisional third place. All the times seem to be relatively spread apart. We'll have to see what the Sapphire Squad do. They're away, and 1 DNF, 3 crossing the line very fast. And a decent push. That is going to challenge, probably not for first, since they did have one get stuck, but maybe battle for the Honey Bears for second. What's it going to be? They actually had a marble trying to overtake each other at the end, but what's it going to be? It's a 4.28, that's second. 1/10 of a second behind the Palm Coasts. And we'll have to see. Blood Eyes now, they're getting ready to be launched off. They're away, and a decent push, but they got held up on the boat for a bit, and oh, it's really strong. I didn't realize how far they pushed it. Look at that. Oh, they pushed it really far, but their marbles seem to get caught up on the boat, and that might have ruined their time slightly. A 4.29, that's third. The distance, carrying that. The time, probably the worst we've seen so far. But that distance, wow. Extreme Strikers, they're getting away. This event name seems to be very similar to theirs, but oh goodness. That's really far, but they looked so chaotic. Look at this. They crash in, launch it really far. One goes off the far side and gets stuck wherever. And then one marble crosses the line very slowly and another one gets caught up on the boat that was very disjointed. A far push, but that's provisional last. 5.33. It seems like you don't want to try to push the boat too far, or else your marbles might get caught up on it. Sunset is now rounding off the first half, and that was really far. That push was really far, not overly fast of a time. That is similar to the Stream Strikers, but they managed to keep one extra on the course, as well as just generally looking faster. It's going to be a 4.32. That's provisional fourth. That's actually really close to where I believe Sapphire Squad and Blood Eyes are. Yeah, oh my goodness. There's 1/100th of a second separating Sapphire Squad and Blood Eyes. As you can see, Pamco's still holding the provisional lead. This would be their first medal of the season if they are to win a medal here. And now Film Fanatics. They're getting ready and they're away. And that was... oh no! That time was awful. A really strong push. I was really surprised by that. But it probably would have been better for the team if that final marble ended up getting stuck instead of rolling down the track way too late. I wonder what that time's going to be, but that's shambolic. Look at that, 43, 6.17. The time was a 7:03. Oh no, Film Fanatics. They put all their energy into the push and completely forgot that they had to set a time. But Cookie Doughs, that looks pretty strong. Everyone to the end, not too slow. And the push is okay. Nothing too spectacular, but it seems like the teams don't overly want to try push it too far, or else they might suffer because of it. It's going to be a 4.89. The time was much worse than I thought. And that's going to be putting them in 7th currently. Green Fungi up now. They've been very consistent. Somehow only have one medal. And that was a very far push. And instead of doing what the Film Fanatics do and try to get everyone to the end, they decide to just leave one back there. Because they know that that marble would only cost the time. And their other two marbles, for the distance that they got, pretty solid. A 4.51, that's provisional 5th. Another mediocre result from the Green Fungi, it seems. And Eruptors are up now. After just falling off from 2nd to 5th last event. They're away. And 3 cross the line. Oh, one slightly straggling. And that wasn't a good push. Oh no, Eruptors. What's this going to be? They push the bottom of the boat. If you want a strong push, you need to aim for the center. And they all hit the bottom of it, causing a bad push. And they all got a bad time as well. A 4.64, that's 6th. Actually, no DNFs really carried the run. And the push wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was. Electric Energy up now. What will they be able to do? And they're away. Oh no! The time's the only thing saving that run because they had 2 DNFs and the worst push of the day. What was this? So they crashed into it and they just had no power. No power into the push. What's that going to be? That's a 6. A 5.01. That's a tie from the Pallet Patrollers. I forgot to mention the tiebreaker is a distance. So that's going to lose to the Pallet Patrollers via tiebreaker. But now Carmine Crusaders up now. They're known for their strength. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's past 60. They had 2 get stuck. But their other 2 had a blazing time. And actually, 1 second penalty. And that's over 1 second in distance deduction. That's a 3.28. 3.28. That's nearly a second faster than our previous leader. Pirate Chips are going to have to pull off something to beat that. And oh my goodness. Everyone to the end and a strong push. Oh my goodness. The pirate ships, after seeing the Carmine Crusaders, they're like, yeah, we can beat that. But do they actually? It's going to be very tight. A 3.31, that's 300ths of a second behind the Carmine Crusaders. Just barely is going to lose out. Pirate ships, disappointing for them. Now, Team Nightmare, will they be able to copy the masterfulness of the previous runs very fast? And I don't think that's going to challenge, but oh my goodness. The 3 best runs, I believe, of the day come at the final 3, the top 3 in the standings, pulling it out here. 3.54, that's still a very fast time, much ahead of the Palm Coast in 4th. But you can see we're getting ready to look down the track as our podium awaits. But oh my goodness, I'm flabbergasted. That was the craziest thing I've seen all day. And there we have it. Our podium. Congrats to Team Nightmare for winning the bronze medal, Pirate Ships for winning the silver, and the Carmine Crusaders for winning the gold medal. They always seem to know how to work these team events, and they did it here as well, with a very close time to the Pirate Ships. Very lucky to win that one out. What could have been for the Pirate Ships, but they're not disappointed with second, yet they go down in the standings. They got a silver medal and go down. Carmine Crusaders up to second. The gap to first place is down to 24 points within a gold medal. The lead was within reach for the Carmine Crusaders and Pirate Ships. Eruptors overtake Electric Energy. Green Fungi stay in 6th. Sunset is back into the top half into 7th. Cookie Does in 8th. Blood Eyes in 9th. Film Fanatics fell all the way down to 10th. They've been collapsing. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.